Introduce yourself to the social media platform.
So, my name's Crystal Dick and I'm the Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police.
Hello, my name is Dee Collins. I'm the current Chief Constable of West Yorkshire Police and I'm also the President of the British Association of Women in Policing.
I am Superintendent Elliot Foskett from the College of Policing.
My name's Matt Share and I'm the Superintendent and one of the Commanders on the Birmingham West Neighbourhood Policing.
My name is Karen Gates. I'm Chief Inspector with West Midlands Police. I'm also the Chair of the Black and Asian Police Association. Hashtag so proud.
Morning, I'm Kerry Smith. I'm the Chief Superintendent in Leicestershire. My name is Ruth Bourne.
Hello everybody, I am Chizzy Akadulu, formerly of Holby City. I used to play Dr. Mo, current Loose Woman, and I'm in Birmingham doing a play called Edmund at de Bergerac.
Hi there, I'm Lucy Saul, I'm Inspector in Warwickshire Police.
I'm Michelle Clark over West Mercia Police and I'm the Health and Wellbeing Lead for West Mercia.
Hi, I'm Sarah Boycott. I'm Assistant Chief Constable for Local Policing with West Midlands Police.
Who is your role model?
My mum, great woman.
My role model is the Metropolitan Police Commissioner, Crystal Dick. I think she's amazing.
I would say my role model is my mum. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but she is. She's done. She's made me the woman I am today. I think she's very strong. Sometimes a little bit too strong, but I think that I have learned so much from her of how to basically deal with the world. Yeah, she's definitely my role model. And at one point when we were younger, she had 3 jobs just to make ends meet. So yeah, I've got to take my hat off to my mum.
So my role model is Suzette Davenport, who's retired Chief Constable of Gloucestershire Police. I know she was West Mids for a while. Suzette was my Deputy Chief Constable in Northamptonshire and I was her staff officer, and she is just an absolute inspiration,
So my role model was a rabbi that I used to admire greatly. Sadly he's passed away now. He was instrumental in changing my life and changing my life first day. An amazing man.
Got to be my mum every time. Strong, independent, and taught me everything I know.
It's got to be Kelly Holmes, just because of her humble background, and she did so well in sport, her military background as well, where she was in a minority, and she just did so well in her army career and her sporting career. Really a good role model.
Who is my role model? I'll have to say my mum. Continuous part of my life. Not always a good one, I'd say, but you know, something, she loves me, she's looked after me, she's nurtured me throughout my years, and I would not be who I am today without her. So my mum.
Well, it's rather cheesy, but I would say my mum. So she's not with us anymore. She died when I was in my early 20s, but she was as honest and straight as they come, and very funny.
I've had lots of role models, to be honest with you, but probably most importantly is my mum. She's never been afraid to go after her dreams, go after what she believes in. She's very much my safety net and has said to me in the past, go for what you believe in, be true to yourself, and if it doesn't work out, have no regrets. I'm always here to catch you, so she's my support network, my mum. Yeah.
So I think a role model for me would be Richard Branson, and I think that's because of the way he involves his staff, is really thinking around what the public wants and being quite creative and innovative as well. I once learned to do massage and I really loved it and I found it very, very relaxing, but I don't think anybody that I was doing massage on did.
For fried chicken. As a matter of fact, I have a bit of a craving for fried chicken, which I'm trying to stop. I've actually given up chips for Lent, so that should help.
When I was 8, I won a Blue Peter competition winner's badge for designing a poster for the Keep Britain Tidy campaign.
I think it's great.
Oh, this is really bad. I was on Jim Will Fix It, which is really bad. It's really bad. I do have a Jimmy Savile medal. Yeah, and you can't talk about these things now, so it's extremely embarrassing.
Oh gosh, I'm always seem to be putting my jumper on with a label hanging out, but there's plenty more I could go into.
Well, This lovely lady here, I met her recently. Hello. And I'm terrible with names, I'll admit that. And I confused her with a lady who had just come back from maternity leave, so I almost called her pregnant, so hashtag embarrassing.
I once told the chief constable that I loved them at the end of a phone call. You know, when you do the love you.
And how did he take it? Or she?
I just put the phone down, so it was just a bit embarrassing next time I saw them.
Embarrassing fact about me, I'm a terrible speller. Don't tell anyone, please.
When I was a student, I worked at McDonald's and I was so rubbish, I didn't even get a single star. Not a single star. I know, not a single star.
An embarrassing fact about me. I am a terrible cook, absolutely awful cook. I rely on microwave cooking. And my cats. I'm a bit of a cat lady, so if you've ever seen The Simpsons, that's me. 37 years old, no kids, but I've got lots of cats.
Well, one of my embarrassing facts is my ability to do predictive text. And I've had a disastrous day today where I've managed to set up a meeting about data lush. So it wasn't quite meant to be data lush, but it's gone out everywhere, so maybe that's a new management speak we could introduce.
I can't bear moaning.
Is people in the tube who yawn and don't cover their mouth. I'm like, dude, really? Because you can smell everything. You can smell what they've had for breakfast. Sometimes they haven't brushed their teeth and smell what they had last night. Oh, it's just, and people who sigh as well, because obviously, yeah, you're on the train, it's a bit busy and whatever, and they just go, and you're like, I can smell it. Come on, cover your mouth. I hate that. And people who cough and don't cover their mouth. Also, people don't say thank you. Now, I've got so many pet peeves. Don't say please, don't say thank you. When you hold the door open for them, I now turn round because I'm like looking in their face like, and they go, oh, thank you. Because otherwise people won't say thank you.
I don't like it when people have got bad manners. Bad manners don't cost anything. My grandmother really encouraged me to try and be polite and kind and respectful.
Pet peeve is unfairness, when and inconsistency. So when something seems it doesn't apply to one person and it applies to another, and people kind of do backdoor deals and bits and bobs. I hate it because nobody knows where they stand, and it's just easier if it's out in the open. That's why.
I'm not keen on chewing gum in public, or in a meeting, chewing gum.
My pet peeve, I hate unfairness. That's one of the reasons I got into the Black and Asian Police Association. That's why I love things like the National Sikh Association. I like to see fairness, transparency, honesty, integrity, and my pet peeve is not seeing unfairness.
When people are late, it really annoys me because I always make sure, like today, I'm here really early in advance. I like to get set up and ready, so when people are late, it really annoys me.
I hate ignorance and arrogance, and I've never felt the belief in policing or in life to have to be rude to people.
Rudeness.
People that don't appreciate time or take time for granted. So if you commit to something and you say you'll be there at a certain time, be there and commit. Don't be flippant with people's time. We're so busy these days that it takes, just a conversation or a text message to say I'm running late. That's a pet peeve of mine. If you're going to be there, because I'll show up.
My pet peeve is something that annoys you. I think one of my pet ones is not valuing other people and not giving people a voice.
100 years of Women in the Met, halfway through the celebrations. It's fantastic. Joining in, buying, loads of women wanting to join the Eastern trendy stereotypes, great energy, making connections, being inclusive, and looking forward to International Women's Day, where we've got a procession in central London, celebrating our pioneers, and then a whole load of other events, a whole load of spin-offs, and then a service at Westminster Abbey, a big event. Already a success.
I'm very proud of the fact that I am managing my mental health. I have depression, and there's some times where it gets quite difficult, and but so far so good. I've had one breakdown, that was at the beginning when I was diagnosed. I'm very grateful that it hasn't got to that stage again, touch wood. I do quite a lot. I'm very positive, so I try and stay as happy and as positive and don't let things bother me, because I know where that can lead to. It can bring you down. Yeah.
Proud of?
I think I'm really proud of the work of the BAWP. I've got a committee of volunteers, they're all absolutely fantastic. We're doing some really good work supporting not only women within policing but lots of other networks as well, so I'm really proud of what BAWP are doing.
Making a superintendent, purely because I really worked hard. I was an outside bet, and to make superintendent was just superb. When I got to superintendent, I said, that's it. No more promotions, no more up the ladder, and that's me, because I was really content. I have been since. So stuck to it.
Success, I suppose, career-wise, just gaining the rank of inspector, but also I love cycling, and so just a success has been enjoying my life on a bicycle, and it's taken me all over the parts of Europe I wouldn't have gone to before.
I think my success, my latest success, is I'm officially the first black female chief inspector in West Midlands Police.
That is awesome.
That is my latest, most proud success. Other than that, my 2 children are my greatest success. So I never thought I'd have children.
Last year I rode the Cops bike ride for charity, so it's about 180 miles. But prior to that I hadn't been on a bike for about 20 odd years, so I had to train for a few months to build up to it and get my fitness back up and get used to riding a bike where you click in and don't fall off all the time, so I was really proud when I completed.
Success. Probably most recently becoming sergeant. I've been with the police force now for almost 12 years. It was something that I've taken my time with doing, to the detriment, I suspect, and with senior officers telling me, put in for your board, put in for your board. And I said, no, I take my time. So it's taken me 7 years, but I've taken my time, I've learned a lot, and I finally achieved it at the end of last year, so that's probably my biggest success and pat on the back for me.
Awesome, well done.
Thank you.
I feel really proud of when I've managed to get people developed, see people move and become the best they can be. So I think that's one of my things that I feel really proud about, and also when we are able to achieve things. I was recently asked what I would take to a desert island. I could only take one book, and I said the complete works of an author called Thomas Hardy, because he writes about places I know and love, and the countryside and relationships, and his poetry is amazing as well, and it's about love.
So my favourite book is a book that I was bought when I was 15 called Jonathan Livingston Seagull by Richard Bach, and it's all about it's okay to be an individual.
It changes really quickly. So at the moment, I probably would say How Not to Be a Boy by Robert Webb, and if any particularly men out there haven't read it, I would urge you to read it and urge you to be yourself. And it says that book speaks to me, and there's a lot of me in his character, in who he is. So absolutely read it, it's brilliant.
My favourite author is more of a poet, really. I like Maya Angelou. I love the thoughts that you have around her, and when she talks about independent women, and there's a video of Serena Williams, I Rise. I love that, and when I feel down, I play that and I watch that, and it's just absolutely inspirational. It touches me here. But at the moment I'm reading about Michelle Obama, and she to me is another inspirational person that I look up to. If I'm almost there, she's in my head.
There's an author called Mo Hader who I really like. She writes crime novels, and although it's a bit of a busman's holiday, her crime novels have got a supernatural twist to them. And there's a female sergeant in there in charge of the underwater diving team, search and rescue. And she's quite a character. She's a real prominent role model in the books and throughout the series of books as well. So yeah, Mo Hader. And in fact I wrote to her actually, and I featured in her Christmas newsletter about a year ago. I helped her out with some research. So yeah,
Very
yeah,
good.
Mo Hader.
Well, I'm a bit of a traditionalist here. I'm a bit of a Pride and Prejudice fan. Right? Maybe that's my fact, but it's embarrassing facts. Not at all. think International Women's Day is a wonderful day to reflect on where we all are and how people have battled and fought and achieved to get us to the place we now are. Let's take leasing, where you've got women in every role, at every rank, enjoying themselves, thriving. We want more, of course, but it's an extraordinary set of achievements over the last 100 years. But we know lots of women in the UK society don't have, the freedoms and the ability to do what they would want to do all the time, and at least a big role to play in that. And more to the point, across the world, there's so much injustice that we take for granted, our democracy and our ability to protest and for women mostly to do what they want to do and be mostly who they want to be, but of course, and an incorruptible criminal justice system doesn't have any of those things. On International Women's Day, it's not called international for no reason. We should think about the international world as well as our own, whether that's English-speaking world, Sikh world, whatever world. We should think about the whole world.
International Women's Day. It shouldn't just be one day where we celebrate women. Women are life givers. They carry new life. Of course, the man has something to do with it, and I'm not, demeaning men, but their contribution at the beginning is a lot smaller than the woman's. The woman carries the baby. We should be, supporting our women. We should be always loving our women. We should be paying our women the same amount of money if we're doing the same job. There should be no reason whatsoever why two people doing the same job should get paid less just because one's a woman. All the sexual abuse, all the just treating women like they're second-class citizens around the world. That needs to stop. Women deserve. We deserve it not because we're women, but because we're human beings. So on International Women's Day, I hope every woman is treated well, but I hope that continues, and we do that every day.
I hope that everybody can celebrate International Women's Day and the fact that women are achieving so many amazing things with lots of support from our male colleagues and male friends too. I'm absolutely delighted that your new organisation has been set up. Congratulations, and what fabulous timing to be here at this particular conference, taking part in International Women's Day with your new association. So well done.
What a shame we have to have an International Women's Day to raise awareness. It really is a shame, but it's a great thing that everybody's getting behind it, and I don't care if people are jumping on the bandwagon for it because it's the right thing to do. 50% of our population. Why have we still got to have this? It's the absolutely right thing to do, and just celebrate it.
I think we've got to remember those that have gone before us, the suffragettes, and all those people that have championed women, and now it's us ladies that have got to continue championing and empowering and developing others, and everyone can leave behind their legacy.
Women in general, yes, you can. Yeah. Do not let society, history hold you back. We are the advancing population. We are the ones who have the strength and see what we have to go through. We've been to a conference today talking about women and their successes. Believe we can, be confident, support each other. I think that's what we've shown over the last 100 years of International Women.
I would just say that as you go along in your life, whether it's personal or professional, just be yourself and do what feels right for you. I think that is, you can't go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a time for us, we're coming out in force, we've been coming out, we're in the high 30% now for women representation in the police force. International Women's Day, it's important, we're being recognised, we're being heard, and that equality, pushing forward for the rights and what we've been through, and it's a fantastic day to actually honour the achievements of everybody that's gone forward beforehand and put that foot forward, and so we will support them and follow them and say, well then, thanks very much for what you've done for us, and I think that's the day to celebrate that.
Be proud of who you are, accept that nobody's perfect, but be the best you can be. I've worked with the Met Sikh Association for years and years and years, and I'm really proud of them. Such a positive bunch, such a group of great ambassadors in our communities. Always, fun, interesting, creative, very important to the Metropolitan Police. And the idea that there is now a national Sikh
Sikh Association network is wonderful, because you will be helping Sikh people and Sikh officers and other colleagues of people, not just in the UK, but well beyond. One thing I do know about the Sikh community is it is connected, and you'll be connecting across the world. So that will be a great thing. So thank you.
Brilliant, thank you, Rob.
Do it and believe in what you're doing, and believe in it, and you're halfway there. Well done.
Thank you.
I worked for the Gay Police Association many years ago, and back then I didn't know that existed. It's just something I think people who are not in the police force wouldn't even assume there are associations. I felt it was the Black Police Association. You know, so, oh right, it makes sense. I think whilst we're all just one big melting pot, I think also it is important to have our own little pockets where we can go to seek advice or seek help from people who are from our own community and who know our struggles. So congratulations to you guys, you've gone national.
Well, I met you guys very recently at Brighton when I was putting on the Strategic Command course, and you turned out with banners, you turned out en masse, and we're an absolute smash, an absolute hit. So it's a big shout out to the National Sikh Police Association. Congratulations, and I look forward to working with you in the future.
Well, I was disappointed there was no dancing.
We did suggest it.
No, seriously, I thought it was an absolutely fantastic day. And what it was down to was inspiration and proud. The fact that you were so proud about what you do was quite evident within the room. The energy, the vibe, and to have another association that is talking about challenging, working on behalf of BME achievements and celebrating what we are about in our culture is absolutely fantastic. So I think it's absolutely fantastic. I've enjoyed being there, and I look forward as background being part of your organisation as well, because I think we need to look to work together to achieve that common goal.
Yeah, just good luck. I've been part of a network, as I've gone through my career. I know the commitment that people have to put in when you're part of that committee and trying to get the networks off the ground. So I just wish you every success.
Bless you. Thank you very much.
I'm so delighted to hear about the launch of the Staff Association. I think it's fantastic, and I wish you all the very best for the future.
Thank you very much.
I've had a nice chat with these three lovely women from the National Sikh Police Association. Best wishes, and have a great day on Friday.
Congratulations to the National Police Association. It's about time. It is about time. And so I'm really proud of the fact that that group's been formed. It's very young, obviously, only in 4 weeks. We should have had that representation a long time ago. And it's time that we all join together. We've got various associations, so the National Police Association now. It's about time it was recognised. It's about time that we all stood back and worked together.
Awesome, thank you for your time.
No problem.
My course is really good, and I think it's that bit about being yourself. It's being proud of being yourself. You should be able to be yourself in work as well as at home, and celebrate that. And I think it's a great network.
Excellent. Thank you very much.